Okay, hello everyone. I've continued to work on this, and well, I'm about ready to move on to the other part, and then the hair in general will be finished, and then we'll work on the eyes. Let me finish this real quick, and then I'll get to work on that. I was dawdling so much on tutorial I was previously making that I actually completely messed this part up. I'll speed it up a little. There. In general, that's the largest part. So everything else is much darker. It doesn't have to have so much highlights, and this part right here is the darkest, so that has no highlights at all. Don't even try it. Oh, I realized I had a little mess up here. I don't know how that happened, but whatever. I'll fix it real quick. 1 second, I'll pause. There, nothing happened. If you say something happened, shh, nothing happened. Okay, now we're going to move on to this part. And I'm just going to show you the general dark parts right here, and then I'm going to show you where it is on this one. And then you could just do the same thing I was doing, and it'll show you the same thing. So, here we go. Okay, when it comes to the dark parts, you really don't want to be too subtle about it, but at the same time you don't want to go really crazy either. It's a hard thing to explain, because if you make it look really, really dark, it'll look like you're just putting a flashlight to the character's hair, and that looks really stupid. And I think that's a common problem for artists. There we go. They end up having that problem. I had that problem for a long time, and I'm still not over it to a degree. Freak. There, I just realized I was painting on the wrong one. Pausing again. Okay, now I've got it under control on the right one. Carrying on. Back to work. Now we're just going to work on it like we did the average one, except we'll go 30, a little larger, because 1, I'm lazy, and 2, it's just easier and faster to do it that way. If you find out you did a little part over here, just try to get as close to that in and just smudge it in. It helps a boatload. For some reason I just can't run this program today. There, close enough. Run it all the way down. If you get a little dark, actually that's a good thing. Then we're going to go over it one more time. Like so. About like that. Then we're going to go shadows. Then we're just going to do this little bit right here. Yeah, it looks really dark, but you also have to add the dodge part. Remember that? Don't make it really dark. Obviously, because that part doesn't work right. I'm still learning this myself, so if you see me making mistakes, I'm not a hypocrite, I'm just learning myself. There. There. D. Actually, redo that. Do a little gauzen. That looks really good. There. You see, it just kind of disappeared up there. And it looks nice and dark and shadowed down here. I'm going to pause it again for the third time. I'm going to finish up this part, and then you can observe as I talk about for a little bit, and then I'll talk about the other part. Hi again. I just noticed one bit that while I was working on this, I was having a little bit of problems finding out where exactly to start. And I can guarantee that the rest of you are going to have the same problem. So, we'll go right like this, and pull it up right there. Like so. And then we're going to go down to about 7 or so. Not so deep. More like right like that. There, that's a better one. There, now I'm going to have to pause it again because I'm about halfway through this time. So, again, sorry. Okay, again. If you tend to have this problem right here, like that, don't freak out. All you have to do is just switch over to the other one and lightly put that in if you need to. That's it. Back to pause. Okay, we have the hair done. How does it look? Well, comment that. And now that we have both sides done, we can cancel everything off and hit merge to visible. There, her hair is completed. Next, we're going to work on the eyes. We can get rid of that and the skin, and we can look in on the eyes. One thing I wasn't showing earlier that I should have been, but I wasn't, is always keep a good reference picture on the side when you need it. I go right there, then I turn it over, and I aim for about that. Pop it down. Now we're going to start on the eyes themselves. Give yourself general loop like that. Just give yourself a little bit of a thing down there. And then go like that, smudge them together. Now we're gonna use the burn tool. Gonna get shadows. Do a rough little spot right there. Mid-tone actually. Yeah, mid-tone looks better. Rough little spot right there. Then we're gonna go to dodge, mid-tone, wash over the whole thing. Comes about to the right thing. Then we're gonna go to highlight. Go to about 10. Go right down to here. There. Now, push your part over to a pure white. Give yourself about like that, more or less. Go to blur. Like so. And there we go. That's about an eye. If you want it darker, which I do, go to your reference, pick out one of the colors, go down to the bottom, bring it in, gauze and blur it again for a little extra effect, which I want, go like that. Then we still have the highlight. Add a little cross-hatching there, and blur it in. There. Blur. When in doubt, blur, 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 and blur some more. There you go. There's the general eye. Now for the second one, we want to put the part over here. So, go like that. I realized her eyes were a little darker than I originally thought they were. So, there. Gauze and blur everything. Blur, 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 blur. Go to your pure white. Soup. Blur everything again. Now, go crazy with the highlight. And blur everything in. The last part, add a little burn. Blur it in. And there you go. Very beautiful anime eyes. Nice anime hair. There's the eyes and lower hair tutorial. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you keep around for the general clothing and the skin. I'll start working on that right now. Okay, thank you.